So we'll start right off in the southwest corner of my living room. I used a 4-foot black tree pre-lit with orange lights for Halloween. Without the mini ornaments that I did not have for this tree, I used deco mesh. Moving over, we have a beautiful fall centerpiece that I made by hand on a barnwood table. I will leave the fall centerpiece out through Thanksgiving and switch it out between the two holidays. Above my window is a pre lit Halloween garland, black pine with orange and black ribbon and black and white ornaments. The windows have vintage window clings and vintage Beisel die cuts that I've had since my childhood. They really bring back that nostalgic feeling of holidays past. And moving over to my favorite part of my whole display, my cherished credenza. You'll see that I started it off with a Trends Masters foam pre-lit pumpkin. I also have some of my vintage primitive pieces sitting out here that I got from my favorite store, Cedar Hill Home and Holiday. Around the base of my television, I used fall foliage and orange lights to set the ambiance. Allowing to have a nice fall foundation makes for an easy transition between Halloween and Thanksgiving. You'll see that I plugged in some of my favorite little tchotchke pieces to kind of fill in on my credenza. Moving over, I have a plastic pumpkin lamppost, another Trendmasters giant pumpkin, and standing behind it is my 6-foot Halloween tinsel tree. This tree is a little bit different than my black one as it's not as fun and whimsical. This tree is all vintage inspired. It's pre-lit with white and orange lights, and amongst the tree I have very cool card-stocked Halloween ornaments. And I also have some blown glass Christopher Radko Shiny Bright Halloween Edition ornaments that I picked up from Home Goods last year. This pattern continues all the way to the top, and you'll see the very top is really, really interesting. The vintage black cat lantern is used as the topper here. I got this at a greenhouse here in Omaha called Mulhall's. And my favorite pumpkins and gourd sign, which will also stay out through Thanksgiving. Moving over to my fireplace, I have a French-inspired black cat print, a really, really cool chalk-painted pumpkin wearing a top hat, and my fiber optic skull in 1974 inspired blow mold Empire Pumpkin Man. At the base of the fireplace on my rug, I have two Trendmaster pumpkins that I've had since I was a child. You'll kind of see them throughout my decor throughout the house. I really enjoy them. I hope you're enjoying them as well. Over on my bookcase, I've started it off with a simple Halloween runner, a jack-o'-lantern candle, and a motionette from the 80s. It's a Telco brand. And then amongst my dishes, I've just incorporated some multicolored pumpkins, fall foliage, and some baskets and a couple Halloween accents. This will too will stay up through Thanksgiving, making it easy for a seamless holiday transition. At the base of my table, I have an old vintage farm fence with a primitive pumpkin man on top of it. I've added some of my Gemi items as well as my mercury glass pumpkins and a really cool orange tinsel tree and a trick or treat button. I also have a 1974 pumpkin man blow mold on the table as well. This is my Gemi's haunted wind chimes. They actually are animated. I don't have them turned on because they will drive you crazy. I'll give you a little more up close look. This is my talking fortune teller in the crystal ball. I got these really cool pumpkin tins at Walmart this year for $4.74. And I have my Ray Dunn tray that I got. I didn't know how to use, so I thought it would be perfect sitting out on the table. Another Empire Pumpkin Man blow mold, a cast wrought iron spider, as well as my mercury glass candlesticks.